Armstrong. I'll be giving lectures concerning the Federalist Papers, based on my book, Consent to the Governed, the fundamental principle in the Federalist Papers and its relevance today, a book of my essays analyzing the Federalist Papers, available on Amazon in both Kindle and paperback. The Federalist Papers stand as a pivotal body of literature in the foundation of American governance. Composed in the late 18th century, their significance extends beyond the historical context in which they were written. Authored by three of the nation's founding figures, Alexander Hamilton, John Jay, and James Madison. These essays were primarily published between 1787 and 1788. Their purpose was to advocate for the ratification of the United States Constitution, a document that would establish the framework for the nation's government. This video explores the historical significance of the Federalist Papers and their relevance in understanding federalism and constitutional law today. The Federalist Papers were a series of 85 essays written as a means to promote the ratification of the proposed United States Constitution. This collection of writings emerged during a time of great political pertinence. The original text was a response to calls for a stronger national government, as the Articles of Confederation were deemed ineffective in addressing various challenges, including economic instability and interstate conflicts. The primary authors of the Federalist Papers included Alexander Hamilton, who wrote 51 of the essays, James Madison, who contributed 29, and John Jay, who wrote 5. Each author brought a unique perspective to the debates surrounding governance and the Constitution. Their collective work utilized a range of rhetorical strategies, employing various forms of political argumentation to persuade the public and state representatives of the merits of the Constitution. The essays were originally published in newspapers in New York with the intent of reaching an audience that was both diverse and skeptical. Among the many themes discussed, the authors delved into the importance of a strong central government, the necessity of checks and balances, and arguments against factions that could threaten democracy. The first essay appeared in the Independent Journal on October 27, 1787. The final installment was published on August 16, 1788. The series became known as the Federalist Papers, and today it remains a crucial reference for scholars, politicians, and citizens alike. The Federalist Papers hold substantial historical significance as they were fundamental in shaping the framework of American governance. At a time when the nation was divided over the issues presented by the new Constitution, this collection of essays helped to clarify the intentions behind various provisions, dispelling misconceptions and fears about centralized government authority. One of the most notable contributions of the Federalist Papers includes the notion of federalism itself. Federalism, defined as the division of power between the national and state governments, was a central topic of debate. Hamilton and Madison argued that a strong central government was necessary to maintain order, provide for national defense, regulate commerce, and manage relations with foreign entities. They contended that the proposed Constitution would preserve the autonomy of states while simultaneously creating a vibrant national framework. Federalist number 10 is particularly well known for its analysis of factions, which Madison believed could lead to the tyranny of the majority. He argued that the dangers posed by factions could be mitigated through the Constitution, as a large republic would dilute the influence of any single faction. This idea remains relevant in contemporary discourse about political polarization and democratic governance, illustrating the enduring nature of the author's insights. The ratification process, however, was far from smooth. The Federalist Papers played a crucial role in rallying support for the Constitution. Through the essays, Federalists like Hamilton and Madison sought to reassure skeptics about the potential for abuse of power, particularly concerning individual liberties. Federalist number 51 famously articulated the principle of checks and balances, where each branch of government would regulate the others, ensuring that power was not concentrated in any single entity. This principle would come to underpin the structure of American governance and remains integral to the functioning of the U.S. government today. In the 21st century, the Federalist Papers continue to serve as a relevant and authoritative text on federalism and constitutional law. As legal scholars, judges, and practitioners often refer to the essays in contemporary legal arguments and judicial decisions, their insights are upended to ongoing debates regarding the scope of federal powers. The discussions surrounding issues such as healthcare, education, and environmental policies often pivot on the principles articulated in these essays. For example, debates about the Affordable Care Act and its constitutional merits have invoked the ideas set forth in the Federalist Papers regarding the powers of Congress. Furthermore, current discussions around state sovereignty versus federal authority echo the conflicts of the late 18th century. The expansive interpretation of the Commerce Clause has often led to legal challenges that relish the Federalist Papers as a guiding commentary on federal responsibility and authority. Additionally, the Federalist Papers have implications for modern discussions about democracy and representation. In an era characterized by heightened political polarization, the foundational arguments about factions laid out by Madison in Federalist No. 10 resonate deeply. The fear of majoritarian rule and the fragmentation of political identity underline caution against unbridled partisan interest that could endanger democracy. Moreover, the ongoing concerns related to the balance of power among government branches are reflective of tensions explored in the Federalist Papers. The author's observations about the dangers of unchecked authority allow for continuous scrutiny of executive, legislative, and judicial powers, highlighting the relevance of these writings in evaluating current governmental actions. The Federalist Papers remain a cornerstone of American governance, offering invaluable insights into the principles of federalism and constitutional law. Authored by Hamilton, Madison, and Jay, these essays played a critical role in advocating for the ratification of the Constitution during a crucial period in American history. Their examination of the balance between state and national powers, the structure of government, and the risks associated with factions established foundational concepts that still resonate today. As modern governance continues to grapple with the same challenges of representation, power, and individual rights, the Federalist Papers serve as a reminder of the intentions of the nation's founders. Their historical significance and ongoing relevance contribute to ongoing discussions about the Constitution, highlighting the profound impact these essays have had on shaping the landscape of American democracy. Future generations will undoubtedly continue to reference and draw lessons from this remarkable body of work. Ultimately, the Federalist Papers underscore that the ideals of federalism and democracy, once carefully articulated, remain essential in navigating the complexities of governance in contemporary America.